What? So my adorable wife Lisa is here, and she's got a very, very sharp fork. Hi everyone, welcome back to the ranch at Chez Temescal. It is another edition of I Eat Here All the Time, and tonight we are making our family recipe pilaf. This is a recipe that's been handed down through a couple of generations, and we have a slightly different take on it, but we're happy to be able to share this recipe with you tonight. The centerpiece of this recipe over the years has actually been this pot, which is, I don't know, this is probably 50, 60 years old perhaps. I don't know. This is a very old pot that we used to make pilaf in when I was a kid. And so having this recipe and also this pot brings back some very good memories. In a few minutes, my sister Michelle is going to be calling in, and we're going to be discussing this recipe, ways that it's changed over the years, and also, again, how this pot came into play over the years when we were growing up. But let's get started with the ingredients. We start with a half a cup of butter. We need 8 ounces of uncooked broad egg noodles, 1.5 cups of uncooked Uncle Ben's long grain white rice. We've got 3.5 cups of chicken broth, and we have 2 cubes of chicken bouillon. Those are all the ingredients. That's it. So let's get to cooking. Start by melting 1 stick of butter over medium-high heat. Once the butter is melted, add 8 ounces of uncooked broad egg noodles and stir until the noodles begin to brown. Be careful to not burn butter. Next, stir in the rice until all coated with butter. Next, pour in the chicken broth, then add the bouillon cubes, and bring to a boil. Then reduce to low and cover tightly. Then cook for 20 minutes and don't open the pot, no peeking. So while our pilaf is now cooking on low for about 20 minutes, and make sure that you don't peek, we have on the phone the one, the only, my sister Michelle, who gave me the original recipe, and we've been modifying it a little bit here over the last few months, but also we've been finding out that actually the recipe has varied from family member to family member, and that's what happens with family recipes. So anyway, so let me introduce my sister Michelle.
Hello everyone, so happy to be joining you this evening.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Michelle. So I'm holding up, this is the pot, and it's a Winter Appliance Company pot. I'm estimating it's got to be around 50 years old. I think, it's been around. It's been around for a long time, and this is the pot that we would make pilaf in over the years. And but if you can share with me, Michelle, memories of the pot, but also memories of this recipe, how we first got it, and how it's kind of changed a little bit as well.
Okay. I remember that exact pot being in our kitchen growing up, and when we would have company come over, the Vartanians, Claire Vartanian would make a wonderful rice dish, and it was called rice pilaf. And we were all young kids, so I remember as a kid loving rice, and I loved noodles and butter, and this has both of those ingredients. The butter, though, is a little bit browned. It's got this deep, beautiful, rich brown butter taste to it. Mm-hmm. And that makes the pilaf just outstanding. And I think the reason they chose that particular pot to make the rice in is if it had a lid, and the lid was going to keep the heat sort of even, and the steam could kind of come out, which helps the rice become fluffy and not sticky.
You know, as we say, we never miss a meal. And,
That's right.
and anytime we have a chance to go down memory lane and think about some of the recipes that we were able to enjoy growing up, just makes it that much nicer. So, Michelle,
It really does. Thank you. Love you.
love you too, Michelle. Thanks for calling in, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll let you know how it turns out. All right.
Okay.
Bye. There it is. So it's been simmering on low for 20 minutes, making sure you don't peek, don't open this, right? And we're going to go ahead, we're going to close the fire, and we're going to see if this is done. So we're going to move this on over here where we can take a look at it. Oh, hello. Oh, this looks good. The rice looks like it's done. The noodles were browned in butter. Everything is coated with the butter. Okay. Let's give this a try. Okay. So there it is. Okay. This is going to be the best pilaf you've ever had. No doubt about it. It has a great buttery flavor. The brown butter, the rice, the noodles, and the strong chicken flavor. This is just a wonderful, wonderful pilaf recipe. And you saw how easy it was to come together. It's very, very simple. So there you have it. This is our family recipe pilaf right here at Chez Temescal. Thanks again to my sister Michelle for sharing some memories about this recipe and how this pot has been in our family for years, and really just having a chance to go back down memory lane and just share some wonderful, wonderful times. So if you have some family recipes that you'd like to share with us, go ahead and send them to us. Let's take a look at them, and maybe we can have you call in and tell us about the recipe as well. But until we get a chance to cook together again, make sure you tune in to us on YouTube. We're also, find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. But again, YouTube is really our home for Chez Temescal. We really do appreciate that you take the time to watch these shows. Really do appreciate the comments, and it's really fun to bring these to you. So until we see each other again, this has been another edition of I Eat Here All the Time, here at the ranch at Chez Temescal. Thanks so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye, everyone.